I am Dr. Saima Khan, and today we are discussing a 21-week fetus presenting with ventriculomegaly, bilateral clubfoot deformity, and a single loop of umbilical cord around the neck, noted on ultrasound. On detailed neurosonographic assessment, the lateral ventricles measure 13.2 and 14.5 millimeters. These values fall in moderate ventriculomegaly range and require careful evaluation and structured follow-up. Let's explain ventriculomegaly. Ventriculomegaly is defined as the dilatation of lateral cerebral ventricles. Normal atrial width is 10 millimeters, mild falls within the range of 10 to 12 millimeters, and moderate falls within the range of 13 to 15 mm, while severe is above 15 millimeters. In this case, one ventricle measures 13.2 millimeters, while the other ventricle measures 14.5 millimeters. So this falls into the category of moderate bilateral ventriculomegaly. What is the ultrasound technique for measuring ventricles? The correct plane is identified. Obtain an axial transventricular plane. The landmarks are cavum septi pellucidum, thalami, lateral ventricles, and choroid plexus. Measure the posterior horn of the atrium. Calipers placed inner wall to inner wall, perpendicular to the long axis of the ventricle, at the level of glomus of choroid plexus. Important technical points are adequate magnification, avoid oblique sections, measure both ventricles, check the symmetry, assess head circumference and BPT, evaluate the posterior fossa. In these cases, complete neurosonographic assessment should be done. Once the ventriculomegaly is identified, a comprehensive evaluation should include corpus callosum, cavum septi pellucidum, third ventricle, posterior fossa. Spine is especially important here due to clubfoot association. Face should be completely assessed, cardiac anatomy, amniotic fluid, growth parameters of the fetus. Consider referral of fetal neurosonography or fetal MRI if available. Diagnosis in this case is at 21 week with dilated ventricles, which is moderate bilateral ventriculomegaly. Associated findings are bilateral clubfoot, single cord around the neck, and the recommended steps are detailed anomaly scan, TOC screening, and consider karyotyping. Follow-up scan in 2 to 4 weeks is suggested. In cases of isolated mild cases, the prognosis is usually good. Moderate cases, approximately 75 to 85% normal neurodevelopment if isolated. Prognosis become guarded if there is progressive dilatation, associated structural anomalies, and chromosomal abnormality. In such cases, the presence of bilateral clubfoot increases the importance of detailed systemic evaluation and genetic counseling. In the end, we will sum up by saying this is a 21-week fetus with ventricle measurement above 10 mm, and this should always be evaluated carefully. When ventriculomegaly is associated with structural findings like bilateral clubfoot, a thorough neurosonographic assessment, infection screening, genetic evaluation, and close follow-up becomes essential. Early detection ensures better parental counseling and management planning. If you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, and share it. Thank you.